So let's see if we can start convincing Alistair that marriage is the right thing.
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Something on your mind?
Oh, right, I guess we can just do the standard boost his,
Yes, me too. And I got the feeling at the end there that it saw us, was aware of us, whatever you want to call it. Could have just been my imagination, I suppose. What do you think?
You're probably right.
You know how some people want to be right all the time? Me, not so much. I guess one thing is certain, at least, isn't it? It's official. This is a blight.
Okay, I don't want to go down that path of getting into all those chats. Let's go and talk to Honoria, who said she would be there. That's where she is. See if we can convince her to get married.
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
You are proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain on the throne. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
Ah, yes, let's try this. Why not simply marry Alistair?
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Cailan, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Cailan as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
I think I could convince him.
Let me say this. If Alistair is willing to stand back and allow me to continue governing the nation, then I would be willing to have him as my king. It is my understanding that governing does not appeal to him anyhow. If that is so, this is a compromise I can live with.
Why would he agree to those terms?
Do you foresee me agreeing to place an untried, unwilling man on the throne otherwise? One whose largest decisions to date have consisted of which shoe to put on first? If it will settle matters more quickly, I am willing to agree to this. But only if it will benefit Ferelden.
I will speak to him then.
Do so. I will be interested to hear what he has to say.
I kind of like her. Very level-headed. And
yes.
Hopefully rich. No, not really. Everybody seems to have a kite shield. Riordan. Oh, that's the guy we got out of the prison. We should chat with him too.
So I'm guessing someone told Honora I was planning to steal her throne. She has a nasty glare. Did anyone mention this wasn't my idea? I think she's a great queen. As far as I'm concerned, she's welcome to it.
I think you'd be a great king.
Really? Whatever will give you that idea?
You have a kind heart and a strong sense of justice.
Well, it's nice that you think so. What do you think I should do? Go ahead and be king, just to let it happen?
I think you should marry her.
Marry her? As in marriage, as in be her husband? You've spoken to her about this? You did, didn't you? Why would you do that? Did you take a blow to the head? That's crazy.
It's the smart move. I think you know that too. She can rule while you lead. It's perfect. I'm not sure he would see it that way. This seems a little weak. It's a nice compromise. Let's try cunning. I have very high cunning, so...
Maybe you're right. I hate it when you're right. Go ahead, then. Tell her I'll do it if it comes to that. Now, excuse me while I go have a small heart attack somewhere. No big deal, right?
Oh, and he approves.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
Did you know Duncan well?
We went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only where he ever let himself down.
I was hoping I could learn a bit more about the Grey Wardens. Actually, I wasn't, but let's try.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you've picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
Ah, how cheery. Have you ever been to the fortress in Weishaupt? Huh? Have I heard of this before?
Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lass, and very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me, but they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
I guess that's it.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Well,
have you spoken to my lucky betrothed yet? Or will we be reduced to passing notes? He has? I wasn't expecting that, to tell you the truth. To marry Kaelin's brother. Well, I suppose stranger things have happened. If it will truly help matters... Is this it, then? I agree to marry Alistair, to retain my throne, and in exchange I give you my support. If not, then tell me now. Done. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me? No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still... Thank you.
thank you. So it's back to... Well, let's chat with Alistair one more time, just make sure we don't have to close that loop.
I haven't been here in a while.
No.
They've changed the dining room. Something on your mind?
Alright, let's head back out. And welcome
Yes.
back.
Yes.
Yes.
And I see that Sten has a level up, and I think I will take that level up and then call it a day. It's been another long one. Be right back. So it looks like he took a passive skill. Makes my life easy. Resilience. The Berserker can now focus the power of rage more effectively, gaining a bonus to health regeneration while Berserker is active, which is nice. Take a bit of load off Win if it's any sort of non-trivial health regen. And he also has a bonus to nature resistance, which is 10%, that applies at all times. Okay, and with that, I say I thank you for watching, and I thank you for listening. I encourage you to leave comments, suggestions, or infantile abuse. I promise I read it all. And if you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe to my channel or give me the thumbs up. We'll see you next time, and I think it's a bit of a political walk around again. We're going to have to visit some people, probably track down the father of that guy we found on the rack in the dungeon. I'm sure he would be helpful, so we'll track him down. But that's next time. So, thanks for watching, folks. Have a good one. Cheers.